Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video by Boy1Good002. Very important video today I have for you guys. And before I even start this video, I have to say this would not be possible if it wasn't for StealthyExpert sort of showing me a lot about the mechanics of redstone, how it works, and showing me a few useful circuits and helping me out. He definitely showed me a lot. He did help me out a good bit with improving my concepts, and he is an all-out great friend, so I gotta say, StealthyExpert, thank you so much. And guys, more options mod update 59, the most largest mod update that's coming out, is going to be using this system, and it wouldn't have been possible without Stealthy. So everyone who enjoys my mod pack, definitely give Stealthy a big shout out. And also Seehawk rules all. That's another game tag of one of my friends that helped me out with building this. He was also a big help with this whole thing, so big thanks to Seehawk and big thanks to StealthyExpert. So that all being said, let's get into this, guys. This is literally the most complex redstone store that that I've ever seen in existence. Alright, obviously someone could challenge me on this and probably beat me, but this has taken ages, and I feel like you guys will not be disappointed even in the slightest. If you are, well, that's on you, alright? But I have looked everywhere through YouTube and have never found anything like this. So, just to demonstrate that this works, I'm going to grab 2 of each items. Now, this system is basically a redstone store that is a 5-part crafting that will, oh yeah, what are they doing with this thing? Never mind. It's going to be a 5-part crafting that will get you 1 item. Now these are only example items, obviously. This is going to change when I put it in my mod pack, things like that. And I got this lovely eye of Ender on my head. I love it. It's so beautiful, but I don't know. This little armor representation reminds me of a Cyclops. I don't know why. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, so let's get into this. Let's see how this whole system works. So, this light indicates when the system's ready to go. When the system's all ready to go and to be used, that light will be right there. And if you got those, sort of jerky friends out there like, yeah, I'm going to clog his system, what's he going to do then? Well, it actually won't work. It'll just get rid of any invalid item that's not accepted. But if I put in this, and this, I will get a slime. So I basically got a slime from those items, and as you can see, that light turns off because the system is not ready. It takes roughly about 30 seconds, I believe, but I have not timed it. And this light will reactivate, and then up here, you could even sort of see the system working, and I think the light's right about to reactivate. Yep, so system's ready to be used again, and just to demonstrate that it works, I'm going to throw in these 5 parts, and there we are. I have another item right there. So pretty amazing stuff, and it will delete trash, and every accepted item you put into this system, it actually gets rid of and resets itself, so it is completely maintenance free, and it is amazing. Yeah, we're gonna sort of show you guys how this thing was built, so let's get started. And we're gonna show you about the mechanics of this. Don't worry about any of this nonsense around the area. It's just other friends of mine just build some stuff. I ended up building this just because, I don't know. Anyway, so let's get into how this is gonna work, okay? So there is the blocks up here that you have seen, okay? These blocks that are like an emerald and a purple block, so like the output and the input. These blocks both have minecart hoppers in them. And yeah, so basically the minecart hopper will bring it into these hoppers, and this comparator is detecting if anything changes in this dropper here. So something's changed, and it will just delete the item because it'll just put it into lava and things of that nature. I don't think, yeah, so I'm pretty sure it'll never actually put the, because once it, like, drops it in there, I'm pretty sure it won't have enough time to be picked up by a hopper. But anyway, so if it is an accepted item, it will actually pass through that dropper way quicker than this comparator can detect for a block update. When it detects a block update, it basically powers this block, which deactivates this redstone torch, which would deactivate this when these hoppers right here are facing inward to each other and one of them's powered. It won't allow for a item shift, but when this loses power here, the item will shift here and then shift back. This comparator will detect this block state change, power this block, power this block, which will in turn power the dropper to delete the trash. Now, the accepted items, once they all reach 64, they basically will activate, well, they'll deactivate that, reactivate that, which will activate this circuit, which will give you your desired item. Two different things also will happen while this process happens. This I will get to a bit later, but also what will happen is this redstone torch is going to turn on, is going to power this, which is going to deactivate this, which these have set delays that will dynamically release the minecarts, and pretty much have them go in a order that's, well, I don't know, they'll go in an orderly manner, alright? I guess that's the best way I could describe it. They will be released in a way that will not result in any type of conflict or collision or anything of that type. So, they dynamically release, and the tracks will sort of all lead to the same initial track. The minecart chests over here have, each one of them have a unique item. I sort of have them flipped around here, but they filter out. And the great thing about minecart chests as opposed to minecart hoppers is they're very predictable as opposed to minecart hoppers, which are unpredictable, which can take either like, they can take I think like 2 to 3 items, and then and now I'm getting 0 FPS for a quick second, but yeah, like they can take 2 to 3 items, and it's really, there's no way to really figure out what it's gonna do. But with these, they only take 1 item. And these will, since they all are filled with all of those items, will basically take 1 of each of these when they all reach 64, when they pass around. And it also passes these minecart chests when they take the item from here to get rid of those 64 stacks to reduce the power and stuff like that. They'll also pass over another hopper, which will bring that down to another system similar to the other trash deleting system up there, which will in turn delete each one of the 5 paid-for items that you use to get the desired item. So that's another cool thing, right? So after all of this is, well, basically, when this activates and starts doing all this stuff, this will also send a pulse over here, which will in turn activate this torch, which will deactivate this, reactivate this, deactivate this, reactivate this, and activate this pulse right here, which is a system. This is this little thing right here is this concept that StealthyExpert showed me. It's like this really useful type of concept. Basically, what you want to do is you can activate, and I guess like you can activate this block with a power signal and shift the sides of power from each other, and that's exactly what I've done over here. Basically, this is always ready, but when this starts happening, it's gonna send that pulse up to here, which is going to power that, which is actually going to deactivate that and tell you that it's not ready. And then basically after the last minecart pass, and as I was showing you guys how these rails will get switched from these comparators that, well, actually I don't know if I'm pretty sure I told you about that, but basically they pass over a detector rail, which in turn would, like, well, this detector rail would power this, which would deactivate this, which would reactivate this, which would in turn activate this power source right here, which would make this same flip-flop circuit that, well, it would basically power this circuit and keep it powered and change the tracks to where it'll be in like a U shape, so that way the next minecart can make it to its next track. And after this whole thing gets complete, same as to how I did that light thing over there, there will also be power going to the other sides of these blocks that will sort of deactivate, will basically deactivate and undo the circuit that has already been done. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff. And that will, since all these get deactivated, that actually keeps the rail, like, that'll switch the rails back to their initial state. And then when that happens, when this last minecart passes and resets this system, it also sends a pulse out to here, which would in turn deactivate this, reactivate this, and then deactivate this, which would basically reset the system like that. And that's sort of how this whole redstone store actually works. And I thought it was a pretty insane concept. Can't really do a tutorial, being the fact that this has been like a week or a week and a half that I've been messing around trying to create this, and have had to seek out assistance from StealthyExpert and Seehawk and things of that nature. You know, so it was a group effort, and it is decently complex, but you could sort of get the gist of what's going on if you can understand how to build one of these, which is very, very simple. And basically this thing right here is an extremely powerful thing that I don't really see too many people use, but more people should use that. And with all that being said, I really do hope that you all enjoyed this video. Oh wait, it says this belongs to Seahawk. Anyway, I do hope that you all have enjoyed this video of some redstone stuff, and this is also a reminder that the mod update is coming out soon. This redstone was absolutely crucial for the new mod update, and the well, actually I can't spoil like what this whole thing is going to be used for and what purposes it's going to have in my mod pack, because I don't want to be a spoiler. But with all that being said, I do hope that you guys have enjoyed this video about the most insane redstone store ever. And yeah, and with that being said, I guess have a great day, guys, and thanks for watching my videos. Take care.